never came back. And it wasn't because there was dry land. That raven didn't care. He said, y'all figure it out on your own. He said, I'm free. Y'all figure it out. That raven kept flying until he found some dry land, kicked up, built him a house, found him a missing raven, and didn't bother to come back to tell them, hey, everything's good. Because ravens were considered unclean. He told him, take some unclean birds too. Ravens were one of them unclean ones. They would eat anything. They would steal. They were just unclean. So he took a raven and he sent him first. He didn't come back. Okay? So what was the second bird he sent? A dove. A dove was a typology of the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit is not a dove, but you understand what I'm saying. He sent the dove out, and the dove had such a good heart that the dove said, I see land, and went and got an olive branch, put it in his mouth, and flew back to let them know, hey, everything's good. That raven probably still flying, telling them, hey, forget y'all. But the dove had it in his heart to come back and tell them, everything's good. Why do I bring that up? Because, do you know what bird came and fed the man of God at the brook? What a dove. It was a raven. And God is saying that I will take what was untrustworthy, I will take what was unclean, I will take that was you couldn't use it, I will take it that it didn't care about nobody, and I will change it and make it feed you. Amen. So don't look down on what God can use. Because if you knew me, you would consider me a raven at one point in time. But because I didn't care and did everything I did and didn't care who knew I did it, now I care. But I didn't do it. But now God can take a raven, something unclean, something untrustworthy, something that you wouldn't even think twice about eating from. And now God will take it, clean it up, change its nature, and cause it to feed. And that's what he did, the man of God. It brought him flesh every day, and he drunk from the brook. But guess what? Once God says it's time for you to move on, it's time for something to come next, God called that brook to dry up, and he told the birds to stop feeding him. He had to get up and move to what was next. And sometimes when God is ready to move you to another level, what sustained you before, what made you comfortable before, dries up, and now you got to move. And God told him, he said, get up from here. I have commanded a widow woman to sustain thee till the drought is over with. He had to get up from what was comfortable because now it was no longer comfortable. Can I ask you a question? There was things that used to be comfortable to you, now it's not comfortable. There were things that used to sustain you, now it won't sustain you. Why? That's a sign. It's time for what's next to come in your life. And sometimes we won't move on our own. God will cause things to dry up, so we got to get it moving. Amen. That book that you want to write, you want to know why you're frustrated? Because you're saying, man, I'm trying to find a book that addresses what needs to be addressed. I can't find it. So I got to write it myself. That song that I want to hear, that ministers to my spirit, I'm not hearing it. So I got to sing it myself. That business that I'm looking to go and try to find what I need to find, I can't find it. So I got to start it myself. That's how God moves in people. And some of you right now, that stuff that you want to do, you can't even find it. So God is telling you the reason you can't find it, the reason you're uncomfortable, because it's time for you to do it. Somebody told me the other day, they stopped saying this to me. Y'all, you know, we got all kind of people in church. Y'all know that, don't you? There's a person that comes to me all the time, Pastor, we need to do so and so. We need to do this. We need to do this. And I kept listening. All of a sudden, I said, won't you do it? Yeah. They said, well, the Lord didn't put that in my spirit. I said, well, then be quiet. Always said what we need to do this. I said, well, why don't you do it? Why don't you start it? Because if God told you, why don't you start it? Well, that's not it. I said, well, you just want to talk. Because that's how stuff get done. That's how ministries get started. When people see that there's a need and something getting done, say, Pastor, let me start that. God put that in your heart for you to start. Amen? Well, let me close with this right here. There's a next coming for you. That business is coming. We need it. There's a next level coming into your marriage. That's why you're feeling uncomfortable. Until my wife and I figured out what was really going on, it was the devil's job to hinder us in our marriage, so this would never happen. If we were not here, this would never happen. That's why the first 5, 10 years of our marriage, it was interesting, wasn't it? This better be the president. You know I work every Sunday. But for the first 5, 10 years of our marriage, it was interesting. And we needed a referee. I thank God for my father-in-law. All we had to do was call him. He was over there at the drop of a hat. Y'all break it up. Break it up. You go to your corner, you go to yours. He said, I mean, don't y'all come out fight neither, you know. And he said, break it up. We didn't realize that it was the enemy's job to destroy our marriage so that we could not minister to you. We didn't realize that until the day she got saved. Till the day she got raped, I didn't realize, no, for real, we both really committed our lives to Jesus. And our eyes were open. It was like the moment we realized why the enemy was fighting us so hard, our eyes were open. I said, do you know why he's doing this? It's not because you don't love me. It's not because I don't love you. It's the enemy sees there's something next coming. He didn't know what the next was, but he knew that. He said, if I don't stop them, there is something next. There is something powerful, so I got to get in the midst of it. But the moment we were not ignorant to his devices, the moment that we understood that God had a greater purpose, the moment we understood God wanted to take us out of this wilderness of marriage and bring us into the land of milk and honey. How many people can testify if you've been in a marriage that's not good, you don't have to wait and die and go to hell. You don't have to wait. Because you get the taste right now. You ain't got to wait. But on the other side, once you surrender to God, once a husband becomes a husband that God can lead, once a wife becomes a wife that God can lead, you don't have to wait and go to heaven. You can have some of it right here. Amen. Because I'm telling you, I'm tasting some of the milk and honey. Yeah. I've been to the wilderness. And I ain't trying to go back there.
I know that's right.
And I thank God it didn't take me 40 years almost. But it didn't take me 40 years for us to realize that there is something next for us. And this ministry getting started, this ministry taking off, and this ministry growing, none of it would have been possible if we hadn't recognized why we were frustrated. Because there was something next. I remember the day when Pastor Taylor said, I'm getting saved. Y'all know I heard about this later on. But listen to me, let Pastor pray for you. Come on, stand to your feet. I want to pray for you. I hope I said